All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome aboard to the Morning Note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of GAR Capital. It is Wednesday, May 24th, 2023. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to join me this morning and every morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the YouTube channel. My apologies for running a couple minutes late. Just wanted to update the team on Discord with some analyst upgrades. I also tweeted them out so you guys can take a look. Let's go over the futures. Dow futures down about 121, NASDAQ down about 83, S&P down about 0.48% this morning, Russell down about 0.60, 1782. Good morning, Ayman. Thank you. Good morning, Zoom Balloon. We talked about this. Remember that we're going to get some retests. We're going to get some pullback. You're not going to go straight shot up. And that's what we're getting right now. Again, not a huge deal. Only thing I'm expecting here on NASDAQ futures is a retest of 13,626. We went ahead and went long, short futures yesterday. We had, remember on our morning note, we talked about our limit order, and we'll see if we filled. And you can see that we had a limit order back on the 18th, 13,735 short. TP was 13.5, 13.8 was the stop. Russell, I didn't get to fill that limit order, even though our TP hit fine. But ES didn't work out. We got minus 30, but we got into that limit short. Here's the breakdown. We were looking for that 50% retracement at 13,626. We're about 14 points away from that, maybe even less. This morning at yesterday at 3:58 p.m. NQ was green. This morning I was up. I saw that we were up 40, then 50, 60. Here is we're at 70, and then this is where we took it right here. 78 NASDAQ points. We know how things flip very easily. 13,626. If we hold that, that's going to be very, very strong for the bulls. Just keep in mind, guys, that today don't expect much. Just for the fact that tomorrow, later today, after the bell, is the Nvidia earnings. So nice little gain, made up and more for MES short, long, excuse me. So we're going to see if we get continuance. Maybe we get a little bit more down here. Maybe we retest that 20-day moving average. I'd keep an eye on S&P 500 futures for continuance. 10-year treasury yields down 3.686. Dollar index is down 103.47. The VIX spiking a little higher. There is a gap to fill on the volatility index. I want to say it's on the hourly. Let's take a look at it. The VIX. The VIX does have a gap at 2001. We talked about that on Twitter many times. So we'll see if we get this gap fill, and then we'll probably bounce. So in terms of trading, not much to do. We're getting near that trend line of around 41.33. More than likely, that's probably what we're going to hold, and we'll probably bounce to 41.50 today. So if you are short today, you do have the Fed meeting minutes at 2. I would take it. I took my NASDAQ short, and I'm moving on. So in terms of options, we're basically done for the week because we got 5. I went ahead and sent this video out, our evening recap to our team. Here it is, 5 for 5 this week. Microsoft, DraftKings, Russell, IWM, Square, and AMD, all calls. So right here, you just chill. You don't do anything. We're not giving anything back. NASDAQ, at least we have control. That's the key. But well done. I'll go over the week and the day, the month, and then I'll go over the year-to-date numbers as well on Friday, when we do our recaps for the week and how we did the trades. So I went over the trades with the team yesterday, went over AMD, IWM, and Square was done by Nick the day before. So we'll do that later. But as of right now, looking pretty solid, really great. And we just want to not give anything back. So in terms of today, feet up, none's going to happen. We're not going to do anything ahead of Nvidia earnings or or Janet Yellen speaking at 10. Or the Fed meeting minutes at 2. That's where we got today. So feet up, we'll be watching and see where we go from there. In terms of major support, 40.62 or 40.60 on ES is our major support. You could see that it's right here. I doubt we get there unless we get an absolute ugly headline in regards to a debt default. But more than likely, you're just going to hold this trend line that we've been kind of holding up here. Let me see if I can bring up the hourly one more time. You could see, yeah, we did get a little bit of a dip to test 40.62, but again, so far so good. Right around 41.34 is where I'm expecting that we kind of settle, maybe around 41.30, but nothing worth trading here. You're pretty much at a stop that if you didn't short yesterday, you probably missed the flush. But the good news is that we can always get a reversal after that VIX gap fill. Hey, I'm thinking about long-term Airbnb and TLT. I like TLT. That was one of our top 10 stocks of 2023. That's long bonds. As we expect rates to go lower, that hasn't changed. We're starting to get to near support right around 99.31. I wouldn't do anything here, just watch it. Same thing with Airbnb. I think hotels are probably better off than Airbnb just for the fact that Airbnb has all these fees and a lot of people are not really liking them. So if we want to get into Airbnb, which we do own, we want to see if we can get above at least 130 or so to play longs or anything like that, because in the daily we're below major moving averages. So I'd wait on Airbnb before you do anything here. Will you play NVIDIA earnings, or do you think implied volatility will crush premiums? The second part, implied volatility will crush premiums. I don't want to trade NVIDIA at all. We did AMD this week, yesterday, so I'm good with the semiconductors. You can see that we're retesting 300. More likely we'll probably retest 290, and if we hold 290, that's not a bad spot to maybe go long there. And again, I'd rather do calls than own the stock because we can make that money quicker. It is a trader's market, so we'll just kind of focus on that. Let's see, what is the dip buy on Airbnb level? If you want to do Airbnb, the level that you're looking for, at least to keep an eye on, I wouldn't really touch it, is right around 90. So you need about $16 more. Boeing, let's see it. Boeing is just kind of just chopping around. We need a break of 210.02. Then we'll do the 215 calls at the 220 calls right around that level. 210 to 215 to 210 breaks, 215 to 220 strike is what I'm looking for. If you break below 195, we have a gap fill at 189. Are you buying stocks for long or just trading? Focusing on trading now, guys. We're just sideways. We're in the exact same place we've been since May, and we've holding stocks now for a while. So Nvidia's gone up, AMD's gone up, Apple's gone up, Amazon's gone up, Meta has gone up. So it's not really much to do here. Just chilling. I mean, you don't need to chase every move. I'd rather you do the trading instead because it's still more of a trader's market than anything else. Morning, Carlos. Can we take a look at CAT? Looking to short it below 210 and 208. Yeah, 210, that's what we did short on CAT, and we were looking for that gap fill. I have an alert at 204.01. If that breaks, I'm taking a look at the 199 of 200 puts because there's a gap fill. We tried to trade that last week. That was one of the losses of last week. We were 20% at close, and then we bounced. So let's see if we can break below 206, 205 on Caterpillar and play that gap fill. But until then, we're just going to have to wait on it. Microsoft, Amazon, XOM. To be honest, Austin, I really wouldn't do much because you have so many landmines out there. But in terms of Amazon, you need to get above 119.50 for longs to 125. So let's place the alert there at 119.49. I have no problem playing that long again. And if we are looking to go short, we're looking for 105.81 down to around the $100 level if we do break down. Let's go and take a look at the other one, which was Microsoft. Microsoft's been on fire. Love that stock. More than likely, we're probably going to retest 302 if we get a little more weakness due to this debt ceiling stuff. You know, just pick your excuse. We know the drill. 309.70, 309.86 is your 20-day moving average. If you break below that, we already know that we can possibly get to the 300 level on Microsoft. So let's place that alert there. In terms of continuance, we're looking for 322 or above. Then you can play the 325s to 330s. We'll place a couple alerts there. I got one more here, XOM. XOM pretty much just hanging around the daily. I got an alert above 111.21 to target 115. There's a gap to fill. In terms of looking for a little more downside action, you need to break below 100 or 99.77. That's where we are. Good morning, Carlos. Oh, I already got that. Thanks. I'll hold off for the watch for those. Enjoy your day. Yeah, to be honest with you guys, remember, we're going to get slower volume as we get closer to the Memorial Day weekend. So it's probably best to just kind of hang back, not do much, and just watch. We just closed that NASDAQ futures play. It is now, again, I told them to get out at 13,650. That's where I got out. But now we're at 13,640, so another 10 points. But again, we're getting very, very close to that support of 13,626. If that does break, we can always short again. And we do have a trend line here of around 13,539. My target was 13,5. So again, we could definitely see if we can re-enter at 13,6 and then get down to around 13,540. We'll move the stops and try to squeeze as much as we can. But I don't think I'm going to do that today. We're just going to take our time. We just got that futures trade. I just wish we got Russell, but we got IWM on options. So again, when you're a great trader and you learn this business, guys, you could do futures, commodities, Forex, options. It doesn't matter, or stocks, because it's still all the same. It's all technical analysis, knowing the market, knowing your macro, and practice over time. So I'm glad that we have other avenues to make you guys money as well. So we'll keep an eye on futures today. Options, I wouldn't waste too much time on it. If you're with us, again, you're 5 for 5. You're 6 for 6 if you're masterclass, because you also got Palantir calls yesterday. So I think it's probably a good day to just take a breath, enjoy your money, and then we'll see where we go from there. But I'll be watching later today. More today, excuse me. So again, we have Yellen at 10, Fed meeting minutes at 2, NVIDIA earnings after the bell. So get ready. Get ready to rock. We'll keep an eye on everything. Thanks again for taking the time out of your day to join me, guys. Very fun to talk to you and answer your questions. Make sure to hit that like button if you like these videos. I had one more question here on, I thought I saw SPY levels for the rest of the week from Zoom Balloon. 414.04 is your 50% retracement. I'm looking at that very, very carefully, but you definitely want to close above 412.71. That's your 20-day. If you break below the 20-day, then 404 to 405 on SPY is definitely coming up. You're welcome. Cheers. Levels to add on NEO. I'm just going to repeat the same thing when it comes to these stocks. Just not much to do here. You're better off trading around it. Good news, you're above 806, which is the 20-day moving average. But in terms of NEO, you need to get above 11 to really get interested in anything. There's your gap fill at 11.18. So let's see if we break above this here, which is right around 10.55. 10.55, we'll do the 11 calls. I think that's better off than just owning the stock, because we could just play momentum. And as long as we get momentum, we're going to do great. All right, guys? So we'll keep an eye on everything as we go. And have a great rest of your morning, great rest of your day. Let's make it a happy Wednesday, a great Wednesday, profitable Wednesday. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for the next morning note. Keep it locked on Twitter. All the news and analysis will be on there, all headlines. And if you're on the Discord, make sure to check out our market blog. All information will be there. We also have a masterclass deal running. So if you are interested, make sure to email us at garcapital@gmail.com. We'll post that information as we go. We'd love to teach you guys one-on-one so you guys can do this forever, because it's lifetime signals. Be with us for a lifetime. I'm not going anywhere. We'd hope to have you on board. Have a great rest of your day. Cheers, guys.